Hello and welcome to your all signs reading, where in today's video, I'm going to be tapping into the current energies to share with you the brutally honest messages from your person. We're going to be tapping into all 12 zodiac signs, going from Aries, going all the way to Pisces. But please keep in mind that time is fluid in tarot. So these messages could resonate for your past, present, or future. Also, in these readings, the roles could be reversed. So please only take the messages that are for you and leave the rest. Now, these are general collective readings for all 12 zodiac signs. So, of course, again, only take it if it's yours. Some of these messages may be a little triggering or a little sensitive. So, only watch if you are ready. Now, I want to give a few shout outs to those watching live. Thank you guys for being patient with me. I've been booked and busy. And so I was trying to finish up a couple of emergency client readings as well as a couple of others that have orders coming through. And for those of you that have booked readings today for the live stream tomorrow, you already added to the list, ready to go. And for those of you that book personal readings, you should receive your personal reading from me by tomorrow before we go live. So no worries. Everybody is going to get taken care of. As you can see tonight, we're running a little bit behind schedule because, like I say, I've been bombarded with a lot of personals, and I appreciate it, y'all. But it does kind of throw off the live schedule just a tad bit sometimes. Now, I'm going to use just tarot today. I thought about using oracle cards, but I think tarot will be just fine to see the brutal, honest message coming through. When we talk about people that you're connected to in love, sometimes we get people that watch me and they're like, Mika, I've already broken up with this person, but you may still be energetically attached. So when we talk about the person that you're connected to in love, we're talking about energetically. Some of you guys, I may even pick up on new love. So if you are in a new relationship or you're connected to someone new in this reading, I may pick up on that new person. It just all depends. It's all energy. And again, it's collective energy. So we'll just see what comes through. Big shout out to our amazing mod tonight, Mama Lisa, holding it down. Just reminding everybody to like the video at any portion of the read if you enjoy the video. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and check out the link down in the description box below because we're doing mini reads. Yep, I'm bringing mini reads live back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you have a dying question that you want answered live, it's only $22.22 per question, and we only have a few spots left. That's right. So if you want a mini reading question answered live, you must go ahead and pre-book your spot as soon as possible because once we sell out, that's it. I'm not going to add any more spots. And I have a few people that get into the live, book, and then they're like, wait, I want to get a read. Wait, I want to do a reading. And I'm like, okay, you can do a reading. You can do a reading, but you gotta know that sometimes we do sell out. So it depends on how many we sell. Right now, I've had quite a bit of people that have already booked, so our spots are limited. So if you have not booked your spot for your mini reading on tomorrow's live, the link is down in the description box below. I'm going to drop it in the live chat now for those of you guys watching live that want to check it out. You can pre-book it now. You'll receive an automatic email from me. I'll email you with the link to the video. You can watch your reading live or you can watch your reading later. So if you book your reading today, for example, you don't have to watch the reading live because when you book, you submit your question. And every single reading that I'm going to be doing live tomorrow, it will be timestamped. So all of my newbies to the channel, this is something that I used to do pretty regularly, but I'm bringing it back. It's kind of one of those when I have time to do it. So I have a little time to do it tomorrow evening. But once we sell out, that is it. Um, so I recommend the sooner the better. On my website, I take all different forms of payment. I think they even added a feature on my website where now we're taking Amazon Pay, PayPal, credit card, you name it, we got it. Okay, so just go on there, submit your question, and then you will be added to the list. All right, that's how that works for my newbies here. Thank you all so much for being here. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Jannar, you says, do you do time frame? What do you mean by time frame? Hey Z, how you doing, girl? What do you mean by time frame? Do you mean time stamps? Thank you, Z, for the high five. What do you mean by time frame? I'm trying to... Let me know, Jay. I don't know what you mean by time frame, love. Oh, you're talking about time frame and no contact? Um, it's just energy. So like what I was saying earlier on this live, that anytime you watch tarot readings and we're picking up on energy, time is fluid. Okay. There is no specific time frames unless we specify. So, for example, like if I'm doing a specific reading and I say for the month of May 2026, I'm asking for the energy during that time. If I say a specific week, then I'll say that week. If I say right now in this moment, I'm asking specifically right now in this moment. However, because it's a general reading, I may be picking up on energy of something that you have already experienced recently or will be experiencing in the near future. So that's a great question about time frame with tarot. What I feel like really hits the most accurate readings, and I'm pretty good, by the way. Let me just tell you, if I say right now, most of you guys would say, Mika, you're on point. Yeah, this is what I'm going through, or it just happened, or man, yeah, you said that person's gonna call, and you're right, Mika. That person just called me like the next day, and I'm like, yep, see, I told you, like the next day. So when I say time is fluid in tarot, what I mean is it can be happening past, present, or future. That's why I always say, keep in mind, time is fluid in tarot. These messages could resonate for your past, your present, or your future. And then I also say, take the messages that are for you and leave the rest. So that means I may be picking up on something that, like, say, for example, I'm talking about people that are single. You may not be single, so it doesn't resonate with you. Or if I'm just doing like a reading today on honest messages from your person, some of you guys may say, I haven't been with somebody in years. You know what I'm saying? So it may not resonate with you, or this person that you're separated from, it may apply to you, but you have no idea because you guys haven't talked. So it just depends. It depends on the situation. So I always recommend if you watch any tarot reader on a social media platform, including your favorite tarot reader here, hey, make sure you keep an open mind. The most accurate readings are going to be personal readings. Personal readings are always the best way for me to tap specifically and hone in on your situation, your connection, your person, what you got going on, your energy, what have you. Um, so yeah, I hope that makes sense. User J says, I love your clothes. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I be catching deals, y'all. I go to thrift stores. I be on Shein. I be on Temu. I be on somebody's sale. I mean, I got money in the bank. I got multiple. I'm not going to put my business out there, but let's just say your girl is comfortable. Okay. But I love a sale. I love a coupon. I love a deal. So if I can get it for the cheap 99, that's what I'm leaning into, as long as it doesn't look cheap or it doesn't look bad. Now this specifically, I think I got it at a thrift store. I think. And it has just a lot to do with humble beginnings, being a young girl that grew up with not a lot. I've learned how to be very resourceful. And I've always even told clients that are dealing with financial problems, try your best to always live below your means. Like always. I try to stay out of debt. I hate debt. I hate having bills. Y'all, I hate it. So I try to live a debt-free lifestyle. I try to make sure I have a good emergency fund. I try to live extremely beneath my means. Um, I have a strict budget, things like that. And that's all you need. I don't feel like you need to splurge. You don't need to flex. People don't realize that some of the biggest millionaires and billionaires of the world, they don't flex. They live very modest lives. And you wouldn't even know they have all this money, all these different investment accounts and things that are going on behind the scenes. But then they're walking around with just regular jeans and a t-shirt on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I agree, Mary. Mary says people that thrift always have the best style. I'm trying to tell you, girl, like these earrings, I get a lot of compliments from these earrings. I got these from Amazon. I can't remember how much I paid for them. They're not real diamonds, but they look like it. Even some of the makeup I have on, I probably got with a coupon. I probably got with a coupon. Okay. I know my foundation I got, it was Ulta. It was a buy one Maybelline, get one free. So your girl got two Maybelline liquid foundations. When I tell you I'll be thrifting, I'll be thrifting. Now there are certain things that I won't be cheap about, just because I just can't be cheap about it. Y'all know what I'm saying? You know how you have certain brands that you get, like for example, I've been really getting into drinking alkaline water. So I know this thing is all squeezed up. But you know how expensive this water is. It's essential water. Y'all know how. So when I went to the Costco and I got this essential water and I got the case. And I think the case was like 15.99, 16.99. I think it was like 14.99, something like that. I'm just like, for some water. For some water. When I can get the when I can get the 40 pack, when I can get the 40 pack at the at the Sam's Club, y'all look at me with I be squeezing the heck out of these water bottles, y'all. When I can go to when I can go to the Sam's Club and get my 40 pack of my Pure Life regular water for I think like $4.99. But this isn't a good example of, you notice I didn't get the Sam's Club brand. I didn't get the Walmart brand. I, I'm funny about water. I'm funny about water. Okay. Water, I gotta have the water gotta taste right. It gotta have a good taste. So if I'm feeling like I need to drink my alkaline water, which I'm trying to drink more alkaline water because it has really good health benefits, I'm going to try not look at the price, and I'm going to get the case of Essentia water. I like Fiji water. I like that too, but I'm gonna just get me some Pure Life. But yeah, I don't really mess with the Walmart brand and all that stuff. So I get funny about that. I get funny about that. Eggs, I don't care about the eggs because I'm not a big egg drinker. I mean, sorry, an egg eater. Now, as far as milk products, I can care about milk because I'm not a big milk drinker. Um, y'all get what I'm saying. So certain stuff I feel like is valid to be picky about it. But for the most part, your girl is going to thrift. She going to use a coupon. She going to save. And like I tell you guys, most of the money that I make from this channel, from my business, Mika Divine Spiritual Guidance, as well as my other side gigs, most of it just kind of sits in the bank. I don't really spend it because, like I say, I'm a single mom, I'm a homeowner. Um, and when you're a homeowner and you don't have someone to rely on to be like, hey, so yeah, by the way, my roof just fell in. Can you loan me? Can you loan me a few $1,000s to get this repair done? When you don't have that, you want to always have that emergency fund, right? So there you go. All right, let's get to the read, y'all. Y'all know I can get off on a tangent. By the way, hello. Look at me dropping stuff, y'all. Hello, hello. Thank you guys so much again for your patience. User J says, LOL, those water bottles. Yes. You know, when you be thirsty, you would just squeeze it. And be like so thirsty, like, oh my gosh, yes, water. Drink moon water. What moon water? What is moon water? Hold on, let me Google it. I'm having a Aquarius moment, a nerd moment. Hold on, moon water. Oh, you talking about moon water for like I know what you're talking about. Can you drink that? I'm thinking, girl, when you said moon water, girl, I'm thinking you talking about like a brand. I'm thinking like, okay, you know what I thought about too? Like Florida water. Okay. Can you drink that? That's for like rituals and stuff, girl. Nah. I don't think I'm gonna drink that. Yeah, that's for rituals. Okay, let me read on that. Let me tell y'all what it is. So moon water. Moon water is water changed with lunar energy, created by leaving a glass container of water outside or on a windowsill overnight, typically during a full moon, for power or a new moon for new beginnings. So it's kind of like a ritual for like manifesting. So yeah, anytime we have a new moon, for people that don't know, that's like not into like spirituality, whenever you have a full moon or a new moon, that's a good time for manifesting. So it's just another different ritual. It is used in spiritual practice to set intentions, cleanse, and aid in manifesting, often through washing, drinking, or watering plants. All right. Notice it says washing, drinking, or watering plants. So I'm going to use it probably for washing. I'm going to probably use it for watering plants. I'm probably not going to drink it because I'm funny about my water. I did went on this whole spiel of the kind of water I be drinking, y'all. I'm not gonna be drinking no new so moon water. Yeah, crystals out too. Yeah, crystals are good too. All right, let's get to the reading, y'all. Yeah, we said moon water. I was thinking you were talking about like a brand. I'm like, I haven't heard of that. Sorry, was having a nerd moment. Sorry. But I know what you mean. New moon. They have all different rituals you can do. If you're into all that kind of stuff, it gets kind of, it leans into a little bit of witchy stuff, which, you know, I'm not really into a lot of ritual type stuff. I'm not that type of person. I'm more into I'm more into prayer, um, meditation, and the only cleansing that I do is my Palo Santo, my sage, spiritual baths. Um, I do cleanse my deck. I do pray over my deck. I'm into like stuff like that. I'm not in like when you start leaning into a lot of rituals, it kind of like can lean into sometimes a little bit of spell work. I'm not a spell work girly. Just because it gets, some of that stuff is a little bit much, okay? I'm just not into it. And that's what I tell people all the time. I'm not a witch. I don't do witchcraft. I don't do none of that. I believe in prayer. I believe in spirituality, meditation, reading energy, having spiritual gifts, all that stuff, cleansing, right? I have to cleanse and I have to transmute. I have to ground, center. I believe in that because of the type of work I do professionally outside of my spiritual practice. I have to constantly make sure that I ground and cleanse and get myself centered. Exact. It, you said it, um, Queenie. That's what I'm saying. I like when you start getting into all of that. I just, you know what I'm saying. I feel like you're drinking certain things. I'm good. Queenie, you know what I'm saying. We here, my girl. We here. 'Cause I'm like, I ain't drinking that, girl. I'll pour it in a plant. Pour it in a plant. I, I ain't drinking that. I rebuke it. I rebuke it. I don't know what's in that water. All right, y'all. We're done. We're done talking about. We got to keep going, y'all, because y'all leading into spirits. Alcohol is in spirits is in alcohol. I don't want to get into that, y'all. I'm still indulge. You know, I'm gonna just say this because y'all going on a tangent, and you know how I love to get on tangents, and I love to lean into theories and things because I'm an Aquarius. We just love weird stuff. I believe any chemical wakes up a spirit, an altering chemical, whether it be marijuana, whether it be any other kind of drugs, whether it be alcohol, whether it be the different type of spirits you guys talk about that you consume, all of that stuff is altering. And I believe it wakes up a side of you that is not the best. All right. So there's somewhat truth to what somebody's saying about spirits in certain beverages we drink, but I think that's the same thing with certain type of chemicals we consume. And I'm talking about any form of chemicals that is not conducive for our bodies. So you got to be careful. That's why I say you got to move where your body is a temple. And I say even sexually transmitted demons. When you lay up with somebody and people transmute their negative energy, their toxic energy onto you, that can be transmuted as well. You see what I'm saying? So that's why, I tell you guys close your legs, ladies, men, zip up them pants. Be careful what you put into your body. Be careful what you eat. Be careful what assume. Yes, it alters, and same thing with the encounter, the low vibrational experience. That's why I say close your legs. because it can alter you when you start putting stuff in your body. I'm talking about here, here, or back there, because some of y'all be back door with it. You're creating an altering experience, and your body's a temple. So you got to take care of it. And there's only one body, right? We all are going to reach our ending at some point. We all going to, we're not, all of us are not going to make it out of this thing alive. But if you're trying to make it to an early grave and you want to consume and do certain things here, here, or here. Uh, 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 uh. Okay, all right. Male or female? Here, here, or here? Male or female? I'm done with y'all. Let's get to the Aries reading. Yes, that's what I said. That's what I'm saying, Debbie. You take on those spirits. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's not just what you consume like liquids, it's all of it. And from being somebody who is a spiritualist, who really sensitive to energy, even being in the room or being around certain people, that's why it's always important to be mindful of the company you keep. Be careful with your thoughts, because sometimes even our thoughts become, because the mind is a powerful thing, our thoughts. If we think negatively about ourselves, our external world's not going to manifest abundance, happiness, joy. If we think we can't do it, we're not going to do it. If we're around low vibrational people that are naysayers, it's going to bring us down. So all that is being consumed, whether it be mentally, ah, mm, ah. Okay, we on YouTube. Y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying? This, this is a boy, and this is a girl. This. Be careful. This is a boy. This is a girl. This. Better tell him get back. Fall back. Tell him back, ladies. Tell him get back. We getting brutally honest, y'all. Let's go ahead and get started with the reading. We'll start off with Aries. For those that are joining us, don't forget to go ahead and book your mini reading for tomorrow's live. Tomorrow's live will include mini reads. It'll take place at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hey, y'all. Let's do this, y'all. Aries. We have any Aries in the building? Where the Aries at? Aries, Aries. Any Aries. Hello, Last Chance. How you doing? Representing for Team Aries. Good to see you. Let's do this. Spirit, tell me about Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What are the brutally honest messages that Aries person doesn't want Aries to know? What is the brutal honest messages from Aries person right now in this moment? Nine of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune. The Star in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse and the Six of Pentacles. The brutally honest messages are they would love to really try to work things out with you. They feel a sense of regret that they didn't give you a fair, honest, real, reciprocal experience. I think they were more concerned with themselves and making sure that they were okay, that they were happy, that they were being fulfilled. So it feels like a one sided connection that was going on here. And for some of you, they thought the grass was greener on the other side. That didn't work out with whatever third party that they were entertaining. Some of you guys were married to this person or in a long term committed relationship with them. You guys may have talked about marriage or something's long term and they ran off to someone else. Didn't give you the full enchilada because they were too busy entertaining someone else, I think. Is that what this is? Yeah. I think they really wanted you, but they were too busy also like seeing if the grass was greener, I guess. This person's very complicated. What's going on with this person? What was the issues here? Okay, options. Yeah. They wanted to keep their options open. Exactly. And it looks like it backfired. Whatever they were doing behind your back backfired. This could have been somebody on dating apps, talking to other people, dating other people, and nobody wants them. It didn't work out for them. So now they're thinking about a relationship with you. They're hoping that you would give them another chance, hear them out. That's the honest truth of what was happening and why they're coming back. I think this is someone that really does just enjoy having the best of both worlds, which is why they don't really offer anything solid. And they're more concerned with how they feel in connections versus how others may feel. But there's something very compassionate about your energy, Aries, where you gave this person the benefit of the doubt. You wanted to give them a chance to prove to you that they can be trusted, that you can build something with them. Talk about this Empress spirit. Yeah. You were like stepping out on faith to give them a shot and it just didn't work out. How does Aries feel about this person? Two of Cups, the Hermit, the Emperor. You know, I think you feel like this has so much potential if this person could have stepped their game up, but they just didn't. So a lot of you guys are just going off to date other people. And I think a lot of you also consider, you have considered in the past giving this person chances, or you've given them multiple chances before and they screw it up, something like that, because you really did love them. You really did want this to work out. And this person knows that, which is why they kind of kept you around. But honestly, I think they were more concerned with how they felt, what fulfilled them. And if they weren't getting what they needed from you, they would just see if something else is better. Unfortunately, people like this don't know how to evaluate a good thing when they have it, because I feel like there's nothing wrong with you, Aries. Some of you guys may need to hear that you were actually everything that they wanted. but it's like I think this is someone with an unrealistic expectation of perfection or looking for the perfect person without any flaws. That doesn't exist. You can't expect someone to be 110% perfect. And I think they're looking for the perfect guy, the perfect girl, which doesn't exist. And they just kind of ended up blowing it. Your person could have the letters TWOARL in their first or last name. They could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, a Taurus, an Aquarius, a Libra, an Aries, a Sagittarius, or Virgo. All right. Could be any sign. Those are the main energies coming through. Let me know if it resonates for Aries. They do miss you though. I think this is someone that regrets not really prioritizing you and giving you what you need. That is the truth. All right, Taurus, you're next. Hello, hello. Don't forget, if any of these messages resonate, feel free to share the story. Let me know if it sounds like your story. Also, like the videos, leave comments. Love hearing from y'all. Last Chance says, bingo, Mika. Spot on. There you go, Aries. Let's do this, Taurus. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What is the brutally honest messages from Taurus's person that they're connected to in love and romance right now in this moment that they're not sharing with Taurus? What do they want to say, or how do they really feel? We have the Empress, the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Underneath the deck, Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Seven of Wands with the Nine of Cups in reverse. This person feels like you're very selfish, you're hard to deal with, and you're not being very cooperative with them. They're a little bitter. They want you to just kind of like, let them get their way. And until they get their way, they're like, well, I'm not going to show up in love. But the sad truth about this individual is, as long as they're receiving the love, the care, the kindness, all the beautiful things that comes along with this connection, they're okay. They're very selfish. In other words, very selfish. And they're really good at lying about going off and finding someone that they feel like can serve them. If you don't give me what I want, Taurus, I'm going to go and find it elsewhere. Very, very demanding, this person. And I'm also getting, when they don't get what they want, they punish you in a way of like pulling their energy back or something. You're very angry and disappointed that you're not making them feel satisfied by your behavior. What does this person want with Taurus then? Why are they still showing up in Taurus energy? Five of Pentacles, the Hierophant in reverse. They want to not feel abandoned, neglected by you. This is someone with a very strong neglect or abandonment wound. They don't know why you switched up on them. According to them, you just switched up on them. Why did Taurus switch up on this person? Because you got tired of waiting on this person to get their crap together and actually reach out to you, talk to you, change. You're not going to sit around and wait on this person to do the right thing for too long. You tried. You did the best you could. So, okay, well, they're not going to change. They're not going to do what they need to do to handle business. Fine. That's what you say, Taurus. I don't blame you. But according to them, they're the victim. Okay. So what about the other person? Are they getting what they need through the other connection behind the scenes? The moon in the reverse, the chariot in reverse. Secretly, they want to run from that person and they want to come back to you. They look at you as the empress. I think they see you as somebody that's very generous, very giving, a good supportive partner, a stable option, but they don't like being held accountable. Why are they not liking the other person? Um, they don't feel like they're getting the same type of treatment, notoriety, respect, love, care that you give. You were just a very giving person, Taurus. Something about what you did in the relationship was a lot more better than this other individual. How does Taurus feel about this person? Yeah, you think that they're hard to deal with, that you guys just can't get on the same page and you don't want to be bothered with them. You don't want to be bothered with someone like this who is just not being a cooperative person. But deep down, you know, I think you were caught up in the fantasy that they would step their game up, and it just really confused you why they just didn't. The truth is, if you look at it for what it is, this is someone that just kind of has their hand out, I guess, and expects to be served, catered to, given, supported with very little effort on their behalf. It's unfortunate, but that's what I got. They could be a air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. That's predominant here in the reading. We got Leo here. We got Taurus. Let me know if it resonates. Taurus, that's your reading. Geminis are next. Don't forget tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, we'll be doing mini reads. That's right, mini reads are on the horizon tomorrow. Bringing them back, y'all. Bringing them back. So that's the link there if you're interested in booking your session with your favorite tarot reader. It is very imperative that you guys know that if you actually do book your reading with me, you don't have to be present at the time of your reading. These readings are going to be time stamped, and you'll also get an email from me with the link to the video to watch it at your earliest convenience. Big shout out to one of my subscribers. I'll just go ahead and say her name is Casey. Thank you so much for the $5 donation that you just sent to the website. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Send her an email. She's so sweet. If you want to send a donation to the website, you can. Also, on my website, I do have a special Amazon wish list for people that want to donate decks or gifts to me. I've had plenty of subscribers surprise me, and I don't even see it coming. I just put this stuff out there because people ask, like, how can I purchase a deck for you? And I'm like, well, I'll just go ahead and make a wish list so people kind of know which decks I don't have and they can go ahead and purchase them. So thank you so much again, Casey, for the donation. I appreciate that. I'll go ahead and drop the link for the donation page for those that are interested in donating to the channel in any kind of way. It's on my website. Thank you guys so much for your help. All right, let's continue. We got Gemini's next. Hey, Karen. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Gemini. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What are the brutally honest messages from Gemini's person that they're keeping hidden from Gemini right now in this moment? We have the Ten of Swords in the reverse, the Queen of Swords in the reverse, the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Temperance and the Lovers. You know what I'm getting from you and this person? You guys have a very on and off again relationship. It can be quite the roller coaster. And I'm getting you guys both are kind of like bitter or angry at each other in some type of way. They want you to forgive them whatever last big argument you guys had. But I think there's still a part of this person's energy that's still kind of bitter. They want forgiveness, but yet they're still angry at the same time because they love you. They feel like you guys have a very strong soul connection contract. As much as you guys get into it, it's hard to shake this connection they have with you. For some of you Geminis, they've been trying to apologize or work their way back into your life. And because you're still harnessing a lot of cold, bitter, angry energy, I don't think you're interested in hearing them out right now. Yeah. What I'm noticing about this person, Gemini, is that there's someone that is quite hard to deal with when they're not happy. But I think if they would simply apologize and put in the work to try to work through the issues you guys have instead of like harnessing anger, frustration, and bitterness, then maybe you would give them a chance. I think you would hear them out. But they don't do that. They just kind of like hold this grudge or go no contact or leave or say screw it. But that's not how they really feel. They still want to heal this without having to really put in a lot of work. You see, it's almost like you both are kind of mirroring each other, which is typical of folks that have a strong spiritual contract. When you're angry with them, you expect them to do the things to make things right. And when they're angry at you, it's like they expect you to do the things to make it right. And it just kind of turns out to be something kind of toxic. So yeah, you're definitely holding back. And they don't like that. They wish that you would give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't know why that came through. So maybe you're accusing them of something that's they feel like is not true. What is this? Yeah. Yeah, they may have definitely been entertaining some type of third party and ruin this family dynamic, this relationship, the potential of you guys having it all. Yeah, they ruin things with you and you're pissed off about that. But it doesn't matter. It feels like you should know that no matter what they do, we love each other. We love each other so much. Gemini, no matter what I do, we love each other. Like, forgive me. We love each other. I don't think that you're okay with that, Gemini. Like, let's see. How does Gemini feel about that? Eight of Wands, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You don't feel too good about it. I think you feel like this is somebody that if you were to give them another chance, you're not going to take them seriously. That's if you give them another chance. Just because you feel like they're dead weight, they don't pull their weight in the relationship and they give you a hard time. You feel like you always have to fix and repair or make things right. And that's another thing that frustrates you. You don't want to be the one that cares more than they do. You want to see that they care as well. Tell me more about this Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I think there was some type of truth that came to light that made you feel totally turned off. And like I say, it could be a third party, or it can just be this person may have chose to push you away. It's something like that, and you're just not with it. You're tired. I think you're just tired and fed up with this person and how they show up in the connection. They could be a fellow air sign: Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Aries, Scorpio. All right. Let me know, Gemini, if that's your reading. Cancers are next. Hey, hey, hey. Queenie says, child, I don't know how to benefit a person that needs to do right. Exactly. I think people need to really look at the man in the mirror. They need to kind of look at themselves and stop projecting and making it feel like other people are the problem. Karen says, wow, spot on, Mika. Yeah. But also, I think there's a strong need for you, Gemini, to stop this merry-go-round or this roller coaster or this cycle that's on repeat. I think you've seen everything you need to see and you're fed up. I understand. So yeah, I think the brutal honest message, Gemini, if you're not careful, this person expects you to apologize, make things right and all that mess. Okay. All right. I know Gemini's like, okay, that's why I'm pissed, Mika, because I'm not the one, two, three, four, or the five to be messed with. I understand. Karen says you're right. Yes, ma'am. I don't blame you, Geminis. All right, Cancer, let's get right into it. Let's see what we got. Don't forget, pre-readings are pre-sale for readings, mini reads live for tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Still on sale. We only got a few spots left. Grab it. Link is in the live chat. I just posted it if you're interested. Here we go, Cancer. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What is the brutally honest messages for Cancer and the person that Cancer is currently connected to in love and romance? What are they not telling Cancer? They need to know. Oh, there we go. Nine of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. Ten of Wands. Underneath the deck, the Five of Cups in reverse. And the Magician in reverse. With the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, Cancer. You were dealing with a massive manipulator, somebody that was playing a lot of games with you. This is someone that does a lot of things to get their way. And according to them, it's hard to have things go in their favor now. Like they would know how to like get you to drop your guard or to get you to trust them or believe in them. They have a strong sense of control. That's what they feel like. They have control over you, over the connection you guys have. That's what they thought. But now they feel like you're standing in your power. And now they're feeling almost like they're the victim because they're not getting that control that they thought they once had with you. They feel like they failed themselves. I don't think they feel bad about what they did. I think they just feel like they didn't use the right tactic or they dropped the ball somewhere. Tell me a little bit about why the Nine of Wands. Yeah. Something about your energy being very strict, very direct, very guarded. It's throwing them off. They're like, who is this? Who does Cancer think they are? Like, this is not making me feel good at all. I don't I don't know what to think about this because Cancer usually doesn't act like this. Cancer is acting really weird. And they feel like it's very, very difficult to get you to switch it up, to get you to change. They want you to unblock them, or they also feel like if you do, they don't know where this thing would go. They don't even know if unblocking or um, continuing a connection with you would be worth it. Like, what do they want? Let's look at that. I'm kind of like a little, this person's confusing me. What do they want? This person's weird. Two of Swords in the reverse, Judgment in reverse again, and the Page of Pentacles in the reverse again. No matter how I shuffle the deck, the same cards popped out. So it appears that they don't know what they want. I don't think this person has the slightest idea to know if they want to open up communication, if they want to pursue this. It's almost like I just want Cancer to chill out. I want Cancer to stop acting like this. Like I want to go back to where things used to be fun, casual, carefree. It's strange though. I'm not getting a lot of emotion from them, meaning I'm not getting a lot of lovey-dovey. I'm not getting a lot of um I feel for Cancer. I love I'm not getting that. I'm getting more so like looking at this from a lens of I feel like I'm not winning. I feel like I can't get ahead. I feel like this thing is not giving me the type of outcome I'm looking for. And they're trying to figure out how can they go back to benefiting. How can I go back to getting what I was getting from Cancer before? Whatever you were providing them, that's what they need from you. Not the love per se, not the relationship, in other words. What they need is what was the experience that you were providing them that they were getting out of the deal? I think for a lot of them, they sold you the dream of a relationship, but the relationship never blossomed. It never grew. It stayed stagnant. It stayed very much feeling like a string along situation. It never evolved or grew. And because of that, that's because this person was manipulating you. They were not building, they were finessing, they were conning, they were doing what they got to do to get what they can get. What do they want from Cancer? Control. Control to deceive you again. The Emperor in the reverse and Seven of Swords is like getting away with something, like getting control of the situation to get away with something. A lot of them have other options or other people that they may have been talking to. Yeah, there we go. I'm so good, y'all. Oh my gosh, I'm so good. Seven of Cups came out. So this is someone who wanted to get away with having their cake and eat it too. I don't want to settle down with Cancer. I don't want to build with Cancer. I just want to kind of keep Cancer around because I'm benefiting from whatever Cancers get. Like Cancer loves me so much and willing to do all the things. So I'm going to embrace this experience and still do what I want to do behind the scenes. Hush, hush. That's a brutal, honest message. It's a hard one, I know, for you to hear, Cancer. I'm sorry I have to be the messenger, but that's what's happening. Like they see you as a lost opportunity, not because of love, but for opportunity, investment. This person's pretty cold blooded. I'm gonna be honest. They're a trip. They can be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Also got fixed sign energy, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. They could be a Sagittarius. This person can have a temper. When they don't get their way, they can throw a temper. I'm also getting this could be somebody that just is like very demanding. And then when you would speak up and say what you need, they may um, complain or give you a hard time because they don't care about what you want or what you need. So that's what I have. Be careful. Yeah, this is definitely someone that's being very sneaky, sneaky, deceptive. It's just all bad. It's not good. All right. They're not taking this thing seriously at all. A lot of you guys have already probably moved on from this, which I'm seeing that Cancer, which is great. But just know, like, if they try to reach out to you, they don't mean nothing good, okay? Corinth says, yes, spot on for both the Aries and Gemini reading. Awesome, awesome. Bernard says, I've been doing so well talking to someone new. See, that's good. I'm glad. Stay on that path. Stay on that path. Karen says, yeah, he had internet dating sites on every page of his computer history. Oh my gosh, yeah. Not good at all. Not good at all. All right. Let's keep rolling, y'all. We got Leo's next. Mighty Mighty Leos, where you at? Thank you guys so much for liking the video. If you have hit the like button, you have unlocked all this beautiful energy of me sending so many blessings, so much love and light your way. May God bless you. Thank you so much for the love and support. You are part of the reason why this beautiful community is growing and evolving and helping so many people get these messages. So if you haven't done so already, hit the like button so the algorithm can get more beautiful souls to know how to uplift their energy, get to better spaces, heal, and hopefully find the love that they deserve. Thank you guys so much for being here. And welcome if you're new. Don't forget to subscribe. Here we go. Mighty, mighty Leos. A lot of Leos here. Hey, Connie. Hey, Joel. Joel's still hanging out. Hey, Joel. Queenie. All right, let's do this, guys. Leo, Leo. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Leo. Mighty, mighty Leos. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What are the brutally honest messages from Leo's person that they don't want Leo to know? What are the brutally honest messages from Leo's person? All right. The King of Swords in the reverse. The Six of Swords. The Judgment. Underneath the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Three of Wands. So Leo, this is someone that deep down really wants to come towards you. I'm getting a very passionate vibe that they feel, very sexually charged, a lot of excitement, a lot of desire coming from this person deep within. They're trying to be as patient as possible, so I'm getting they're being very calculated with their approach. Yeah, it's not easy because they don't know how this thing is going to go between you two. They don't know if, you want them. So they may honestly just feel fickle about the whole situation of like, should I approach? Should I say something? Should I do something? It's a lot of like thinking, plotting, scheming, secretly feeling anxious, overwhelmed, lack of trust. They believe you may feel. You may not trust them because I think you've chosen another path or you will be soon. And this other path is going to make you more happier. And when you do this, when you start disconnecting, it's going to make them anxious. They want this feeling of like worry and uncertainty to go away. They want to know where they stand with you because they still have a lot of passion for you. That's the key here. It's like, I just need to know where I stand with Leo. Does Leo still want me? Does Leo still care about me? I still care about Leo. So let's see. I want to just ask, what is this person's true intentions? Six of Wands in the reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse. This is a battle of passion versus ego. This is someone who does not want to be rejected. They don't like rejection. They don't like you telling them no. So until they know it's safe and until they know that they got you and you're going to be willing to give them a chance, they're going to feel like they need to walk on eggshells or pull their energy back. But they do have a lot of love for you, they love your vibe, they love your energy. Let's look at your side real quick, Leo. How does Leo feel about this person? Four Swords and the Ten of Cups. The Nine of Wands in reverse. You know, I think you at once upon a time really had a dream that you and this person can have a happily ever after. But what ended up happening was they probably let you down. It feels like their energy was a bit chaotic for you or a little overwhelming, and you just felt like it's so much more peaceful staying away from them at this time. I think you feel more clear, like your mind just feels like, "Oh, finally I can breathe, and just like, finally peace." But you really do love this person. You just feel like they're just too much to deal with. As a reader, I'm going to tell you, it's giving me a headache. Okay. This person's giving me a headache, whoever they are. So I can understand how you're just like, oh my gosh, finally I can breathe. All the Leos are like, yes, completely accurate. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes. A lot of y'all saying, Mika, you got it. A big headache. Yeah, and it's like you're recovering. You're like in rehab from this mental gymnastics. And it's exhausting and heartbreaking at the same time. But I think what you need to know, especially with the King of Swords in the reverse, this person is never consistently honest. They're never consistently following through with truth. I think they get to a point where they even begin to lie to themselves to protect their fragile ego. And this has caused so much confusion for you because you're like, what do you want? The truth is, they want you, but it's like they want to fight this desire because they want to, I guess, in their sense, feel like you're going nowhere. They want to feel like you're going to have their back. You're a ride or die. They got you on lock. That makes them feel more secure and less anxious. But once you start letting them know, Leo, absolutely not. You're not going to treat me this way. You're not going to lie to me. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do that. They start panicking. Then they're like, oh, I don't know if I want Leo. I don't know if I really want this. Do I really want this? Because Leo might leave me for real. And then they end up hurting themselves because they really don't want to leave, but they have such a fragile ego that they rather pull back than being slapped in the face with the reality that they got to take accountability for what they did. They just don't want to. So they do this back and forth. And this is where my head hurts, okay? One day I really want to talk to Leo. I really like turned on, desiring Leo, gotta have my Leo. And I'm rolling my eyes because I'm just like, "Mm, okay." Then the next day they're like, I'm good. I don't need Leo. I'm good. I'm good over here. Lies. Why they lying to us? Why you gotta lie, Craig? Why you gotta lie? You know what I'm saying? Why you gotta lie? You're not good. Ma'am, sir, bros. I'm talking to your person. You are not good. You are mental. You're a nut. Go get some help. You're a nut. Whoo! This person could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We got mighty, mighty Leo energy. Yeah. They're a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And Cancer, y'all. Charlene says, yeah, I told him he can do what he wants to do, but not with me. He's a Virgo. There you go. And you know what I always tell people when I'm doing tarot and I'm reading the energies, the signs are just energy and they can have that in their sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, but it doesn't have to be. We just say that because some of y'all want to hear the signs of the energies. So, take it as it is. All right. Virgos are next. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Any Virgos here? Now, Virgos, I have a dilemma. And I'm going to ask you a very important question, Virgos. And I need your honest opinion because I feel like you guys are going to give me the honest, blatant truth. And you may actually be able to save my life. All right, I'm about to show y'all something, okay, Virgo? Y'all my people. That's gonna tell me. Y'all ready, Virgo? Okay. So I was writing. For those that don't know, I'm a school teacher. I'm a school teacher, okay? And I was writing with a pen. And when I was writing with the pen, the ink of the pen busted. Y'all see this? I may need to turn down my lamp. But you see the ink all on my nail, y'all. The blue ink. Y'all see it? I know. And it's irritating me. And y'all know I'm not even a Virgo. But I'm walking around. Listen, my Virgo friends, I have used sanitizer on top of now I got sanitizer in my room, okay? And I'm not even a sanitizer girly, but I tried the sanitizer. That didn't work. I'm not gonna let y'all look under my nail. Virgo gonna really judge me. Let me cover this part up because my nails looking like trash. But y'all see it. Look how nasty my nail is, Virgo. Virgo's gonna be cringed, man. Look at that, Virgo. Look at the nasty. How do I get that out? How do I get that out, my Virgo friends? It's literally been there for almost 24 hours. Now look at my nails. They're so cute. And then I got this. Like what am I supposed to do? I'm up here doing personal readings. And I'm just like, I know they see this mess on my nail and they like, what Mika got going on? Baby, I don't know how to get it. But I can't do nail polish remover. I cannot, y'all, if I do nail polish remover, isn't gonna take the clear polish off my nail. $5. Ugh, I don't want to pay $5. Y'all, I told y'all I'm cheap. I don't want to pay $5. Hairspray on it, okay. Okay. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try alcohol. If that doesn't work, then I'm gonna try hairspray. I do have some hairspray. I'll try some, y'all. Okay, here we go. Just had my little Virgo moment. Bleach. I'm gonna try bleach too. Alcohol, bleach. Okay, I hear y'all. Alcohol, bleach, hairspray. I'm not gonna do nail polish remover because I don't want to mess the nail up totally. And I promise you, Virgo, I'm gonna scrub underneath my nails. Don't look too close. I know it looks a mess. I had to put on my makeup and my foundation, and I got a little gunk underneath there. Virgo, like, girl, wash your hands. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. I wash in the morning. When I take my shower, I'll get my little body, my body scrub, and I'll take it and I scrub my nails, but I'm going to bed with all that nasty under my nails. Soak it with bleach, Karen. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking bleach may get it. Hairspray will take the ink away. Okay. So I'm gonna try ink. Thank you guys for your help. I knew y'all would know. Listen, Virgo gonna know how to get rid of stains, how to clean stuff, sanitize. I knew y'all was gonna have my back. Thank you, Virgo. Thank you. All right, let's get to your reading. Uh, Charlene, stop bashing my Virgo friends. Listen, 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 listen. We do not bash other signs on this channel. If you have a horrible relationship experience, your feelings are valid. Absolutely. But what we will not do is we will not bash other signs. We're not doing it because your experience does not classify every person that is that particular sign as toxic. Anybody can be toxic, any sign. All 12 of them can be toxic and all 12 of them can be high vibing. So what we got to get to is looking at the whole person. When you meet someone, they will have certain character traits based on their zodiac signs, right? I'm an Aquarius. I'm quirky. I'm weird. I'm very intelligent. I love to learn. Okay. I'm very opinionated. All right. I'm a fixed sign. So nobody's going to move me on how I feel. You feel me? I have no filter. Okay. Okay. And I don't, in Aquarius, we don't care. So all y'all that be in your feelings and saying how you feel about what I do, block. You get blocked and I don't care. Don't care. So that's that. However, comma, you got to look at someone's full natal chart placements to get a better, deeper understanding of who they are. On top of their cultural experiences in their environment, because it's also cultural, it's also how they were raised, it's also trauma experiences, and it also depends if they're male or female. All of that, all of it. Okay. And do they live by moral code? Because just because I grew up in a healthy, loving, solid environment, and I may be a sign that most people say is a good is a good sign, whatever, whatever. I still have free will. I still have a free will to do right or wrong. So do I have integrity to do the right thing? And I've encountered so many people in my 40 years on this thing called Earth, okay? And I've encountered so many people of different walks of life because I've moved, I've lived in different places, different cultural experiences and interactions. I've traveled around the world, I've encountered people from around the world. And when I tell you everybody is unique, everybody's unique. So you can't take an isolated event. And this is important for those of you dating. You can't take an isolated event from someone who is, I'm gonna pick on Aquarius because I'm an Aquarius. So this is not a dig on Aquarius. So hush, Aquarius. I don't want to hear you in the comments talking about why you talking about Aquarius. Hush, I'm an Aquarius. So just deal with it. If I'm dating an Aquarius and I say, oh, Aquariuses are cold, Aquariuses don't have no feelings, Aquariuses are toxic, Aquariuses are liars, manipulators, cheaters. Guess what? A person that's another sign could be the same way. That's the truth. But then there are the high vibing Aquarius that can be cold under the condition of, did you betray me? Did you do me wrong? Did you hurt me? I think everybody should go cold. If somebody does you grimy and dirty, block. Dead to me. I don't care no more. What's wrong with that? Versus other signs gonna be like, well, maybe he was having a bad day, and maybe I did say some things that provoked him, and we need to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's been going through a lot, and I'm not gonna say what sign that is. Context clues. Okay, Aquarius don't vibe like that, but that is an Aquarius superpower, and it's actually a healthy thing to do. I really strongly advise that a lot of you guys dating, cutthroat, cutthroat, cut them off, block, block. You ain't got time to waste. We don't know how much time on this planet we have left to be wasting our time on people that's here to waste our time, to use us, to lie, to cheat, to manipulate, to abuse, to bring your energy and vibration down. Why continue to be engulfed in that experience on the false hope that this person is going to change or become something that they're not? It is an illusion. Block. It's a fantasy. Goodbye. It's an untouchable dream. Hello, somebody's next in line. Do you see what I'm saying? That's not cold. That's real. Okay. So my point is, I'm gonna land my plane because we got more signs to do tonight. My point is, never knock a person until you truly know who they are. And as God has given us free will, you get to choose which headache, because nobody's perfect, everybody gonna have a flaw, which headache you're willing to settle with, which little caveat they come with that you're willing to be like, oh, okay, I guess I'll deal with that because it's really a good man. He does all these things, but I can't stand when he do X, Y, and Z. But you know what? That X, Y, and Z thing ain't got nothing on all the wonderful things he does. So that's what we got to get to, ladies. Instead of saying, because he is a particular sign, I'm not going to talk to him. He's a particular height. I'm not going to talk to him. He is a particular um, race or whatever. Well, sometimes races. I'm not even going to get into that conversation. Y'all get what I'm saying. uh, so don't bash other signs. Don't bash other signs. Somebody says Virgo here. Nobody is above the cutoff. Cut, block, delete, and move on expeditiously. You feel me? Exactly. Period. Why are you ladies settling for trash? Stop settling for trash. You're wasting that time that you're sitting with the trash. And the person that broke, busted, disgusted, dusty, that's wasting your time, abusing you, lying to you, cheating on you, putting their hands on you, whatever, yelling at you, cussing you out, calling you all kind of names, knocking you up with all these kids they not going to take care of. Those dusties, is blocking your blessings with a real man that's gonna wine and dine you, take care of you, look out for you, make sure you safe mentally, spiritually, emotionally, make sure they got you. So why are you with Dusty? Why you with Elaine? Why are you wasting your time? Sia says, do I read for LBGTQIAs? For first of all, I read for everybody. What is IA, y'all? I'm so old. I'm 4 years old. I know about the lesbian, gays, bisexual, trans, queer. Is that inquiry? What is I? Is that inquiry? I gotta look it up, y'all. Having a nerd moment. Hold on. I don't know what A is. A for Apple. What is that? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm dead serious. What is that, y'all? Oh boy. 2026, y'all. 2026. Asexual or ally. Intersex. Okay, so I is intersex. Okay, so Q could be queer. Okay, so here it is. L is for lesbian. G is for gay. B is for bisexual. T is for transgender. Q is for queer. I can't say it, y'all. Q is for queer / questioning. I take a breath. I is for intersex. A is for asexual / ally. Hold on, y'all. I'm going down the rabbit hole. Huh? I'm gonna have to watch some YouTube videos and educate myself. Yeah, no, it's too much. It's too much. Listen, I love y'all. Listen. I love the LBGTQ community. I love y'all. In fact, I have a couple of friends that's in the community and I'm cool with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm an Aquarius, so I am open to it all. You like it, I love it. I'm with it. Actually, I actually went to a gay club one time. That was a time I had. We had a ball. And I went to the gay club. This is story time, real quick, Virgo. Just hold on for a little bit. I just gotta get this out because it's so good. It's a good moment. And it's a positive thing speaking to the LBGT community. Let me tell y'all, the LBGTQ community clubs, at least the one I went to, and I'm speaking, and I told my gay friend about it, and well, my lesbian friend about it, and I told her, I said, this is the most cleanest club I've ever been to. Clean, spotless. I can lick the bar and go, I can lick the bar. It was organized, everybody was welcoming, it was the best customer service. All of the people there were open and kind and free and just I was just like, I love you guys. You know what I'm saying? And they were having karaoke night. And the host of the karaoke night probably knew I was straight up in there. By the way, I'm straight, just point of reference. And so I was in there and I'm just sitting back, peeping the scene, minding my business, sipping on my little margarita. And as I'm sitting back watching, he points at me and he said, come here, come here. And I said, oh, I got some. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody said I got some lipstick under my lip. Thank you. Thank you. Good looking out, girl. Good looking out. So I go up there and he's like, I'm like, yes. And he's like, I got a song for you. I have a song for you. And I was just like, you got a song for me? He's like, yes, I have a song for you. And I was like, what is the song? He says, honey, it's a surprise. And I said, okay, all right. So I go back to my seat. I'm telling my girl, and I said, girl, he has a song for me. And she's like, okay, yes, yes, yes. And so, so he calls me on the stage. I get up there. By the way, for y'all that don't know, I love to sing. I love songs. I love karaoke. So I just went. I just went with it. I get up there. I have no idea what song he's about to play. Absolutely no clue. I felt good because I was already like 2 margaritas in. So I had my liquid courage. I had about 5 fans in the crowd. In my mind, they were my fans because it was like 5 people. Just they root for everybody. The gays. We just like yes, yes, yes. The gays are like yes, yes, yes. And so I was just like embracing it, like my fans, my fans. And baby, the music came on. What song do you think he picked for me? I'll give you a hint. It's a female rapper. Okay, somebody says Remy. No, it's a female rapper. I bet y'all not gonna guess what it is. So I'm up there. And do you know what song he played? It wasn't Cardi B. Y'all not gonna guess it. It wasn't Missy Elliott. I wish it was Megan. I love Megan. It wasn't Megan. She's an Aquarius. Woo woo. Okay. He hit the beat and it goes like this. All you ladies pop your like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. All you ladies pop your like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. Just do it, do it, do it, do it, do it now. Lick it good. Suck this just like you should. Right now, lick it good. Suck this just like you should. My neck, my back, lick my neck, my back, lick my. First, you gotta put your neck into it. Don't stop, just do it, do it. Then you roll your tongue to. Y'all, listen. I said, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. Is that what he got from me? Is that what he got from me? And you couldn't tell me nothing. I was dipping it low. I was like this. Thug missus, so fresh, so clean. A time was had. Show did. That's the song he picked for me to sing. And it's funny because people see me and they don't, and I would just never assume he would assume that I would know that song. And he said, oh, I knew you were going to kill it, honey. I knew you were going to kill it. And I'm like, how did you know that? How did you know? How did you know? Okay, I'm off task, y'all. Let me get back on task. Y'all. And my fans were like, ah. We were having a ball, y'all. So, to answer your question, I'm gonna land my plane. So, the person in the chat asks, "Is these readings for the LBGT community?" It's for everybody. There are no gender in tarot. I always say that in the cards. The cards, because we both have both masculine and feminine energy in all of us. So, as a woman, I still have part masculine and feminine. And then as a man, you still have feminine and we have it in all of us. We just lean more into one or the other, depending on how we're made up, our life experiences, and all that good stuff. Yep. So it was fun. That was a lot of fun. All right, great story. All right, let's get to the Virgo read now. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What are the brutally honest messages from Virgo's person that they don't want Virgo to know right now in this moment? We have the Three of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Page of Swords. Underneath the deck, we have the Three of Swords and the King of Wands in the reverse. They want your forgiveness, but before they come forward and give you a romantic gesture, they may ask you on a date, they may ask you to go out, they may just ask for a conversation. Um, they're going to kind of like see where you stand. But you could expect this person to want to like try to work things out with you. Can we just get on the same page? What you don't know is like secretly this person is coming back after experiencing some type of breakup, heartbreak, relationship disappointment from someone else. What is this Three of Pentacles? The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and the Hermit. All right. So you could be in hermit mode right now, minding your business, alone, not being bothered, not being stressed by this person. And they've been waiting to hear from you. They know that you're probably upset at them. They know that you probably don't want to talk to them, but they're hoping that you'll be willing to hear them out and work things out with them. I think this is someone that waited way too long for you and they know like they've got to do something. So they're going to watch you for a little while. They feel like this cycle is not over, but they're a little, worried of what you may say or do when they come forward. It's taking a lot of strength. It's taking a lot for this person to reach out to you, Virgo, because of fear of rejection, fear that this trust between you two is gone. What are their intentions long term, though, with Virgo? Because I don't think you're even noticing that this person wants to come back. Four of Wands and the Lovers in reverse with the Ten of Wands. Be careful. I think this is someone that's going to really struggle with going the long haul with you. I think they're more concerned with saying whatever they have to say, do what they have to do to regain you back into their life. They don't want to see you leave. They don't want to see you go. They're hoping that you will hear them out. Hey, Michael. I want to look at your side real quick, Virgo. How does Virgo feel about this person right now? Seven of Swords. Okay. And the Queen of Cups. I think you're protecting yourself from this person by moving on with your life and just saying, I'm good with the Death card. You're going through a spiritual transformation. You're really getting to a space of doing what you have to do to become more emotionally balanced, stable, grounded, healed from whatever they have done to you. I'm getting you're moving in silence as well. You're going through all this silently. You're not actually telling this person, announcing it to the world, or saying it, singing it to the rooftops. You're just kind of like doing your own thing. And I think love, just in general, is kind of put on hold for just a little bit because for a lot of you, you're focusing on your career, your finances, your stability, your goals, things that you feel like is going to build you up and get you where you need to be. That's the priority. They miss, I believe, being with someone of high standards and values. Because with the Three of Pentacles, they feel like you're somebody who is very responsible, that they can work with and, possibly have something with, but it just doesn't feel like they're ready for what you're ready for. And that is the thing that kind of broke your heart. Like you can't force someone to be where you want them to be. And that's the sad truth. Elisa, hey boo. Hey. All right, with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, I think this person feels kind of stuck and stagnant with apologizing, extending an offer, starting over. They just feel like I'll do it when the time is right. I just need more information. And because you're hush hush, Virgo, they don't have enough information yet. Your person could be a Gemini, a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Also have fixed sign energy here: Leo, Aquarius, Taurus. And I've already said Scorpio and Libra. All right. Thank you, Elisa, for the sunshine. Good to see you, boo. All right, Libras are next. Libra, Libra. Michael. Good to see you. Michael's here. Representing for Team Libra. You know what I've discovered about Libras? I've discovered that Libras are quite the flirts. That's what they say. But I don't know if I've met a Libra that's a big flirt. I guess. I don't know. Michael, are you a flirt? I don't know. That's what they say. That's one of the stereotypes of Libras. But I'm just like, I met a couple of Libras. I don't feel like they were flirts. That's what they say. Oh, that's Michelle. I'm sorry, Michelle. I don't have my contacts on. I don't have my glasses on. And it's like all running together. And I got this big beam of light like blinding me. It really feels like I'm driving the car and then the lights coming at me. And I'm just like, you'll notice when I'm on lives, guys, I'm like leaning in, trying to make sure I can see the letters because it's hard to see. So I'm sorry, Michelle. You are a flirt, Michelle. That's what they say. They say that Libras are flirts. So it's good to see you here. Josh is here. Let's do this, Libra. But I think Aquariuses are flirts. Now I know that for a fact. Aquariuses could be flirts. So maybe Libras are the same way. All right, let's see. Libra. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Libra. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What are the brutally honest messages that Libra's person doesn't want Libra to know? Some of the swords and reverse kind of popped out. I'm not taking it though. So I'm getting already that this person kind of feels like they made a bad judgment call. They played themselves about something. I think it was like not choosing you. Yeah, not taking a leap of faith and going all the way in this connection. So you're the one that got away. They're still in this energy of being very fickle. So yeah, Two of Swords, Page of Wands in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse underneath the deck, the Magician in reverse, and the Nine of Wands with the High Priestess in reverse. One more, Four of Cups in reverse. Okay. So it's like if this person could be totally honest with you, like they hate that they tried to play this victim card. They hate that they used your very kind nature to their benefit and didn't accept the offer when it was presented to them. So now that they kind of have a better perspective of who you are and what they were missing out on, I think they realize that they made a bad choice. At this time, they're just not sure if it's the right time to work on things with you, though. Why is that? Yeah, because they made a bad judgment call. Yeah, this is someone who is not very self-reflective, or they can be very impulsive and not make very good decisions. They just kind of move out of the energy of doing what they feel like they need to do at the time being. And I think you're fed up, Libra, with this person and their crap. Your boundary has really ruffled this person's feathers, but in a good way. And the reason why I say in a good way, because it has made this person sit back and think about themselves, something that they have not really done in a very long time, Libra. They don't really self-reflect. They don't think about what they're doing. They don't think about, their actions. They just kind of go and glide through the connection like woo doo 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 doo, you know, think about whatever later. And you got tired of it. You may even told this person, listen, if you're going to genuinely apologize to me, you need to show change. You need to show that you're serious. So for a lot of you Libras, you're just kind of feeling like, I have to really look at the situation for what it is, Mika. It's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow that this person is not good for me because secretly I really do want to have a new beginning with them, but I keep reminding myself of how they're not good for me. And I think it has a lot to do with they never really change and you end up getting the shorter end of the stick with their bad choices, their bad judgment calls. Yeah, and so now it's like, can we pick up where we left off? Can we fix and repair repair this tower moment? Can you tell me about the tower? Okay. The breakup where you guys may have had a discussion or something associated with you and them just can't get on the same page. Some of you guys could be experiencing a divorce. For those that were married, others of you could be experiencing some type of significant gap in values and standards and goals that you feel like this person cannot match with you. You guys are just like not on the same page. How does Libra feel? Give me some more on that. Yeah, you feel neglected and you're more focused on getting yourself stabilized and feeling more secure. It's hard, but you're getting there. It feels like a very healed space. You're getting trying to get healed. You're trying to get to a place of feeling more at peace. So a lot of you Libras are taking the more responsible route, not going back and forth, not engaging, just minding your business and just focusing on your healing and getting your finances stabilized, recovering that, and doing what you got to do for you. Your person could be your earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I got Pisces here, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Scorpio, and Taurus. Let me know if it resonates. That's what we got. And Aries, by the way, Emperor here. Hello, Lynn. Lynn says, "Hi, Mika, watching from Seattle. Finally got to a live. I hope you have a blessed night." I hope you have a blessed night too, Lynn. Thank you so much for coming and being here. Michael says, "On point reading." I'm calling you Michael again. Michelle, just go ahead and slap me, Michelle. Just go ahead and just say, Mika. All right, here we go. Scorpio. Scorpio's next. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, your girl is going to be going live doing mini reads. That's right. So if you have a dying question that you want answered live, feel free to go ahead and pre-book your spot. We only have a few spots available. Once we sell out, we sell out. So don't hesitate. Book your spot today. And thank you to all of those who have already pre-booked. You've already been added to the list and you're already good to go. You should have received an email with the link to the video. And do know every single mini read tomorrow will be time-stamped for your convenience. So there you go. Let's do this, Scorpio. Any Scorpios here? Where the Scorpios at? My night owls. Any night owls still awake? It won't let you pre-book. It should. Let me put the link in the I'll put the link in the description box below. It should work. Okay, there goes some Scorpios. All right, Charlene, is it still giving you a hard time, love? If it is, I apologize for that. Keep trying. I don't know if you want to try a different payment method. If the payment method is the issue, I don't know what's going on. I've been getting a lot of orders, so it seems like my website's up and working fine. It's working. Yay. Okay, there we go. All right. Thank you so much for your support. Let's do this, Scorpio. Let's do this. Vibing with Lex. Hey. Oh, it won't open when you click on it. Okay, I see. Okay, I see. Um, what about the pin comment? Is that working? If not, just go directly to my website, mikadivinespiritualguidance.com. Or if I can have some mods kind of help out and put that link in the chat. I don't know what's going on, why it's not working. Can somebody help her, please? But yeah, if you go to my website, it should be on the home page. Go to my home page and scroll down. You should see it on the home page. Sorry about that. I don't know why it won't open. And sometimes YouTube does that. I don't know why, but it does. And I hate that. Okay, let's do this. Scorpio. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Scorpio. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What are the brutally honest messages that Scorpio person is keeping hidden that Scorpio needs to know right now in this moment? King of Cups, the Star, the Judgment in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Five of Swords and the Two of Wands in the reverse and the King of Pentacles. This is someone that has huge regrets. They feel very much like they missed a golden opportunity with you, Scorpio. They didn't realize what they had until it was too late. Another story about someone that did not judge you or the situation correctly. and they chose wrong. This is someone that feels like they chose the wrong person. Some of you guys, they could have chosen someone else over you, or they could have chosen a different path. But whatever that looks like for them, it's not working out in their favor. They're harnessing a lot of emotion for you, a lot of love, and they can't help themselves feeling so deeply about you, even with you being gone. They're hoping you give them another chance because they can't go on without you. I think one thing about this individual is they're very codependent on other people's energy. This is someone that can't really find a lot of love, peace, security within themselves. So, this is someone who may cling on to others in order to feel loved. Deep seated trauma wound that they may need to go and get some therapy about. And when things don't work out with you, I can definitely feel like this person still tries to find other people to fill that void. Other karmics, other connections that are just shortly lived. And a lot of times these connections are not genuine love. It feels more like passionate flings that just don't go nowhere. And this is where they feel like they missed out on an opportunity with a true empress or an emperor, which is you. You gave this person the benefit of the doubt, though. I'm getting Scorpio. You knew this person had some issues. You knew that they were um, working on getting to where they need to be. But what really rubbed you the wrong way was when they just went out to go find something easier. That other connection that I'm picking up, it doesn't look healthy. It looks very lustful. Versus you, it's very romantic and very genuine. This is a good example of someone that's dating you for marriage and then maybe dating the other person for a booty call, you know? Even if they're in a relationship with them, they're not taking that other person as seriously as they took you. And I can definitely see where with the star to the four of wands and the four of pentacles in reverse, where you've kind of given up on the dream because you feel like it's disappointing to be with someone who just cannot be at the level of commitment that you need them to get to. They're so busy wrapped up in living this carefree, young, wild, and free lifestyle that you just can't get them to settle down, even though they love you. There's no denying that they love you. But love can only carry you so much when you're an emperor or an empress. At some point, you want to get married. You want to settle down. You want something stable, secure. You don't want a fling. And I feel like this is someone that may have sold you on a dream of that, but never delivered. Be careful of people that do this, Scorpio. Big lesson of never settling for someone that's lovey-dovey romantic and says all the words that sounds good, but doesn't deliver the actions to back up those words. Because I think this is someone who is very charming, very romantic, but they have no real follow through because of lack of maturity and where they are in their life. So they just couldn't give you what you wanted and what you needed. And I think it's fair to say that You can do better, even though this whole situation is disappointing because you really wanted to plant the seeds and have this thing grow. So, what is this person's intentions moving forward with Scorpio? The moon, the devil, and the tower in the reverse. You know, this is someone who has a very unhealthy attachment to you, a very deep hush hush obsession where they fantasize about you guys fixing and repairing this breakup, what life would be if you guys were to get back together and things were to go in their favor and you were to unblock them. But in the back of their mind, they know the work that's going to be required of them to change their toxic ways. This is someone with a very addictive personality. For some, they could have addictions or they could just be, let's say it, low vibrational and toxic. Either way, they very much are tied to you on a deep level and they would love for you to cooperate with them, but they feel like they can't get that from you right now. But they're going to keep working on it because they don't quit. They don't want to quit. They could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Capricorn, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Libra, or Aries. All right. Let me know if it resonates. Could be any sign, though. That's the main energies. Sagittarius is next. Do we have any Sagittariuses on the live? Any Sagittariuses here? Let's do this, Saggy. Thank you guys so much for coming tonight on this late night read. And thank you for hitting the like button, showing your girls some love. It means the world to me, the support and the love that you guys are sharing. I send all that beautiful energy back to you tenfold. May God bless you all. Thank you so much for your time and your energy. Here we go. We got Sagittarius next. We got Jeff here. We got Phoenix. Is that Chloe? We haven't done Aquarius yet. We're on Sagittarius. You're welcome. Oh, thank you, Phoenix. Simon. She says, hey, Mika, sending loving energy. I send that right back to you, beautiful. Thank you. Here we go, Saggy. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Sagittarius. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What are the brutally honest messages that Sagittarius person is keeping hidden that needs to come to the light? What is this person not sharing with Sagittarius? We have death in the reverse. Three of Pentacles. The Hermit in the reverse. Underneath the deck, the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers in the reverse. I think you're dealing with someone who is really not ready for commitment, but yet they still want to come back to you. because they're lonely. They got nothing else going on. They're bored. So it feels like someone that just needs a place to land because they're very codependent, lone, and have no other options. So if you hear from this person, just know that it's because they got nothing else going on in their life. Why not? Why not hit up Sagittarius? If they do reach out, don't expect anything spectacular. I think this person is just in a space of like, they just need somebody to talk to, work with, help them out, but not really build a relationship. They also don't want to have to put in a lot of work with the Three of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and Ten of Cups in reverse. That's a big issue you have, is they're not being very cooperative with you. Yeah. I said this earlier with the Seven of Cups in reverse. They that's probably the reason why they don't have options, or they don't have someone else to go to, because maybe other suitors are picking this up about this person, that they're not a good partner. They're not made to work with others or be in relationship with others. They're very selfish. They focus on what they want, what they need, and that's all that matters, I guess. Let's see. I want to see, what is their true intentions? What do they really want with Sagittarius? Eight of Cups and the Six of Wands in reverse. So they need attention. They really want your attention. Somebody give me attention. Somebody say something to me. Do something with me. Like, I'm bored. I'm alone. Help somebody. I need my ego stroked. I need to feel like I still got it. I need to feel that I'm sexy. I still need to feel like I'm handsome. I still need to feel like I'm important. So that's what they want. That's all they want here. What else? Queen of Swords, strength. You know, I think for you, Sagittarius, the challenge is not talking to this person. The challenge is not engaging, because you know this person is a liar, somebody that is inconsistent and may not necessarily want anything serious. And if you need this message as a confirmation, all that you think about this person is true. Okay. I think, like, they say that they're going to contribute to the relationship, that they're going to be, supportive, do this, do that, and they never deliver. They give you breadcrumbs, bare bone minimum, if that. And then you look up and you're like, hello, can you do more? It's a problem for them, right? This is where you have to draw the line in the sand and say, absolutely not. I'm not going to be a part of an experience where I'm giving 100% of myself, my time, my energy, my effort, my resources, and this person is over here just freeloading pretty much, finessing, just expecting to feel important. You're not with that, Sagittarius. Time is up. Patience is very thin, tired, not interested. But it's hard to not communicate with this person because you've had some good moments. Let's be clear. You've had good moments, and you've created, as Jeff said, the opportunities for them to get their crap together. But every time you do this, they blow it up. They ruin it. And it's like, why am I here? Why am I wasting my time? That's the epiphany that hits you. So right now, what you're focused on is, I got to find people that's going to make me happy. I got to find people that's not going to stress me the hell out. I got to find connections that's worth my time and my energy. You know, you put a lot into this, and that's what breaks your heart for some of you years, but you can never get someone to change. I don't care how amazing you are, Saggy. You guys are a pretty dope sign. I get it. But this person has to want to change, and they don't want to change. And this is where, in the dating sector, I tell people all the time, move slow and date with the intentions of an interview process. I'm getting to know this person. And when you were dating this person, Sagittarius, I guarantee you the red flags were there. I guarantee it. Hey, Local Poochie, the red flags were there. And with that, you try to ignore it and give them the benefit of the doubt, and boom, the truth comes out. That is who they is. That is who they are. And you can't get jiggy with it. And I get it. I can't either. Okay. So what's the advice here? Protect yourself. Not today, Satan. Not today, demon. Get back. Absolutely not. You're not going to get a dime. You're not going to get a penny. You're not going to hear a voice. You're not going to hear me yell. You're not going to hear me cuss. You don't even deserve that. Protection. And look at her, unbothered. This is you. Am I right? That's the advice. Good luck to you, Sagittarius. It's hard. I can see the struggle. I can see the struggle, but you're on the right path. So keep going. Your person could be a Virgo, a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Capricorn, Pisces, Aquarius. All right. Could be any sign. That's the main energies there. Capricorns, you're next. Last three signs. We got Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Getting down, y'all. Getting down to the wire. Jeff said their person was Aries. There you go. All right, Capricorn, let's do this. Mama Lisa just wants to remind everybody, don't forget to like the video, hit subscribe, share the video, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next time I go live, which will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, doing mini reads. So if you want to get your dying question answered live for a mini reading with your favorite tarot reader here on YouTube, y'all know what to do. Visit my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com, to book your spot. Because once we sell out, we sell out. Only a few spots left, y'all. Let's do this, Capricorn. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What are the brutally honest messages from Capricorn's person that they don't want Capricorn to know right now in this moment? We have the Five of Cups in the reverse. Strength in the reverse. The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. And underneath the deck, the Ace of Cups with the High Priestess in the reverse and the Two of Wands. Ouch. All right. like this person. This feels like somebody likes to have their cake and eat it too. And when they feel like their option of having you as their cake is gone, they go try to find another piece of cake. All right. So they miss their Capricorn cake. They're disappointed that they can't get you back right now for some reason to benefit with being with you. And for some reason, I think they're also feeling very confused as to why what their tactics usually produce is not working. Very disappointed energy. But they don't really want to do a lot about it. It's like they're just kind of sitting in this very depressive state and just like, dang, I wish I had, like kind of like someone that's just like, talking to themselves. I can't believe Capricorn would do this to me. Or like bitching and complaining to their friends and family about you, but just not doing anything about it? So their biggest hope is that it's not totally over. That's what they're hoping, but they're just not sure. They feel like you have sent a very clear message that it may be over. So this is why this person is definitely still keeping their options open, even though they're missing you. All right. That's why I said I hate this person. I didn't say hate, don't like this person. And it's like they love it when you give to them, support them, take them back, all that jazz. What does this person really want from Capricorn though? Like what is their mission? What is their goals? What are they trying to get here? They want you to not be upset at them about the third party or about the other people in their life that they're entertaining. They let it go and they don't know why you're still angry at them or trying to have a new beginning. Why are you rejecting me? I still have feelings for you, for what you can offer me. So let's just make this work. It's almost like someone that throws a rock and hides their hand, or someone that is very immature and they do stuff and then it's like, oh, it's no big deal. Yeah, that happened, but it's no big deal. We can just move on from that. It's no big deal. It's no big deal because I still like you. You still like me. So let's just forget about it. Yeah, let's just get over it. It's no big deal. That is what you have a problem with Capricorn. It's like they kind of just sweep all this crap underneath the rug like it's not a big deal. That's what I'm noticing about them. And because they feel this is their feelings, because they feel like it's not a big deal, they feel some kind of way when you begin to let them know it is a big deal and you're crossing or stepping over my boundaries and I don't like that. And they don't want to hear that. They don't like the consequences of their behavior that you're giving them for juggling you while still keeping this cycle open. Meaning I'm going to like even if they reach out to you, best believe they're still either in another relationship or they're still entertaining other people. And according to them is not a big deal. That kind of mess right there. It's not a big deal because let's just say we're not in a relationship yet and I don't know where this thing is going. Crazy, right? You get what I'm saying? That's their logic. Crazy. How does Capricorn feel? Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords with the Ten of Wands. Some of you may be eager to want to try to work on things with this person once they reach out, or you may be the one to reach out, but you're going to definitely see like it's not going to go anywhere, or at least you feel like if you do reach out, it's not going to go anywhere. So be mindful of the facts of what this person is capable of and what they actually do. Do not sleep on the facts. Somebody needs to hear that. They could be a Leo, a Scorpio, an Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. All right. Any sign, pretty much Capricorn. This person's toxic and they don't see nothing wrong with what they do, pretty much. Let's just say that. Yep. Ricardo says the person is not telling me the facts and I still not know who the hell they are. So I give them a direct answer because they are not giving me a direct response. So people that leave you in confusion are manipulating you. They need to go. People that keep you in confusion are definitely trying to keep you invested to try to figure it out. But that is number one strategy of a massive manipulator. So be careful, Ricardo, with that person. And I always tell people love is not confusing. Love either is or it isn't. They either love you and care about you and want to do right by you and have integrity, or they're just horrible and they just treat you like trash, or they keep you in the middle to keep you holding on for more. Anybody that strings you along, anybody that has you in the dark, anybody that keeps lying or, keeps you in a loop of, I don't know, all of that is a no. Those are toxic people. They need to be eliminated out of your life because they're going to have you go crazy. They're going to have you even second guess your judgment, and they're going to definitely do stuff behind your back. Again, throw the rock, hide the hand. Oh, it's not a big deal. And then you're looking like, what? And then they're like, why are you making a big deal? Stuff like that. This is what the gaslighters, the manipulators, the breadcrumbers, all that stuff. That's what they do. They keep you confused. It's time to go when they do that. Yes, they keep it closed. If you were a Capricorn and that reading resonated with you, do not talk to that person. That person is not stable enough to give you a fair relationship. They're going to keep you feeling very confused. Phoenix says, I'm a cross watcher and this is totally him to a T. Still don't want to change, still childish, and thinks that they can come back. And the answer is no. I know that's right. And that's another thing. If you're watching my videos, cross watcher is always a good way to also get messages as well. So if you're connected to someone deeply in love, you can watch their sign and see if the messages is in the reverse. Sometimes that happens quite often. Aquarius is next. Also, check out your sun, moon, rising, your Venus sign. Again, big shout out to Mama Lisa. Thank you, Lisa, so much for modding tonight on this very long live, y'all. Last two signs. Let's do this, Aquarius. Where you at, Aqua Gang? Where you at? Y'all up? Let's do it. No Capucci, I guess you went back and watched that whole Saggy read. He said on point with the Saggy read. You're welcome, boo. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aquarius. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What are the brutally honest messages for Aquarius's person that they're connected to in love and romance that this person is not telling Aquarius? What does Aquarius needs to know right now? We have the Eight of Wands in the reverse, Seven of Cups, the Four of Wands underneath the deck, the Death card, with the Five of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. All right, Aquarius, I got some tea. You ready for it? Here we go. Your person, Aquarius, is really struggling right now, finding other options. And so they want to come towards you to extend an apology and try to save this relationship as quickly as possible to avoid being alone. With the death to the Five of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, this is like someone saying, you know, I feel abandoned, I feel alone. This ending was a very hard reality check that I'm missing you, Aquarius. I can't go on, you know, without you. And with the Page of Pentacles, I really want to apologize for all of that. But something tells me it's taken a very long time for this person to come towards you. Why? The reason why you haven't heard from them in a long time, Aquarius, when between the time you guys broke up and the time that they reach out, is because they've been exploring their options, boo. That's been what's been going on. And these options was them trying to find someone to replace you. The truth is, they tried to go into this like player vibe or energy, and it feels like that didn't work out too well for them. Yeah, they kept getting rejected, or they kept finding like nothing that really took lift off. So they want to get out of this stuck energy and come towards you. But for them, it's taking a big swallow, a big gulp. It's like, whoop, I guess I need to go say something to Aquarius. I don't know what I'm going to say. How I'm going to explain why I didn't do anything all this time. Aquarius is not dumb, okay? Aquarius knows you've been busy. Now Cerberus, okay? And because, like Haley says, because this idiot played themselves, it is what it is. Yeah. So they're stressed. They're stressed that you are not budging. This is them. Look at your phone, Aquarius. Look at your phone. This is your person. What am I going to do? Aquarius won't talk to me either. What am I going to do? Um, Ma'am, sir, bruh, sis. Are you listening? Cross watcher, just listen. Aquarius doesn't care what you do. Just as long as you get off of their line. Stop calling and texting Aquarius because Aquarius don't care. Okay? All right. Yeah, they need clarity. They need to understand what the hell is going on. They don't know what you got going on, and they need to know what the hell's going on. What is Aquarius doing? Who is Aquarius with? Oh my gosh. Four of Wands, Three of Swords, Five of Swords. Y'all, this person's stressed because now they want to come home. Now they want the relationship. Now they want the commitment. Now they want to fix and repair this with you after all this time. And they don't know why you're hurting them. They're really trying to do everything they can to avoid losing you for good. They made a decision that they're going to try to do what they can to do what they can to not lose you for good. What is this person's intentions in the long run with Aquarius? Like, so just for kicks and giggles, for entertainment purposes only, you know? What is this person's true intentions? If Aquarius were to take this person back, the Queen, I'm sorry, the Empress in reverse, sorry, y'all, Empress in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the Three of Wands. Wasting your time. And they're going to end up hurting themselves because this is somebody that is very possessive. Like, if I can't have you, no one else can. I may not be able to give you the type of relationship or the type of experience you truly deserve, Aquarius, but if I can't have you, no one else can. I may not be able to give you the level of commitment that you're seeking. So basically, the cycle repeats if you take this person back with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So whatever you experienced in the past, it's going to be on the repeat. All right. Same person, same ish, different day. All right. Yeah, no commitment. It's like I'm psychic or something. The Lovers in reverse. This is a karmic connection. This is a karmic soulmate. This person was meant to come into your life to teach you to prioritize yourself and stop providing community service. You're not a shelter. You're not a charity. You're not here to rescue these hoes. You're not Captain Save a Hoe. You're here in order to actually find love. And that was the lesson. Stop being Captain Save a Hoe and find you someone that is ready for what you're ready for. That was a lesson. Blah. They could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, air sign. Pisces, fixed sign, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and that's pretty much it. Not a lot of other signs here, to be honest. All right. Bless it. Bless their heart. Bless it. As we say in the South, bless it. Pisces, let's do it. Killer Pisces says yes, he's an Aries. Haley says, yep, he's a Capricorn. Gavin says, yes, ma'am, I've done enough, actually. Yep, yep, yep. You're welcome, y'all. You're welcome, Aqua Gang. Love y'all. All right, let's do this. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Last but not least, Pisces. Good night, Haley. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Pisces. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What are the brutally honest messages from Pisces person that they're connected to in love and romance right now in this moment that they don't want Pisces to know? A lot of jumpity energy. This is like a lot of charged energy, Pisces. This person has some urgent messages that they probably want to actually get out to you, but we'll see. We have the Two of Swords. The Sun in the reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, Eight of Pentacles, and the World. This is someone who's very um, frustrated, is the word. Very frustrated, very disappointed that you have them blocked or you're making this boundary so clear. And they're at a point right now where they know deep down that they need to move on from this. But I don't think they secretly want to do it. They just know they probably have to. It's a sad truth um, that they've began to start to realize that they may have lost you for good. And it's not a good feeling. I think they've come to peace with the fact that they're not good enough for you, that they have not really mastered the type of experience that you seek in a partner. You may be somebody of high standards, someone who wants marriage, commitment, loyalty, honesty. And I think this is someone that is very avoidant. When things get hard, they kind of run. When things become overwhelming, they retract instead of facing issues head on and saying, let's fix this. Let's work on this. And that is something you don't feel comfortable with. Like, I'm getting a big time, like, I'm just going to, you know what, forget it. Forget it. I'm just going to leave. And you're like, so what are we going to do when we're in a marriage or a relationship long term and things become challenging in that connection? You can't run from everything. You just can't do that. So with the Two of Swords and the King of Swords, they don't know what to do. They don't know what to say. They feel like things may have gotten out of hand. So I think they're on a mission of like trying to move past this situation the best way they can, but it's also hard at the same time. So what do they want to do, y'all? What do they want to do? It looks like they're avoiding you right now, but what do they want to do? Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Nine of Wands. It would make their day if you would come to their rescue, but you're not anymore. This is someone who's even willing to like consider having a relationship with you, show romance, date. But why do I feel like that's as far as this goes with this person? They don't go beyond the dating phase, the fun phase of the connection. When things become real serious, they kind of just they run. And what some folks don't realize, as an adult, we got to be adulting. We got bills, we have responsibilities. Some of us have children. There are things that come along with relationships that just have to be addressed. And the problem is, this person is not willing to work through that. They kind of just want you to handle it and then them just show up for the fun times of the connection. Like, yeah, I'll show up for the intimate. I'll show up for the dates. I'll show up for the fun. And then when you start saying, "Okay, I need you to be a lot more intentional with the serious stuff like the bills, the taking care of the kids, or I need help with this, I need help with that." Then they want to give you a hard time. Then you're like enemy number one, right? Or better yet, this person will start an argument and then leave. Or they'll say, "You know what? I need a break." Or "I'm tired." Stupid stuff. Very immature, really, that's what it is. And I think a lot of you Pisces just have to kind of like understand, if this is your story, that this is someone that's not equipped to be a hubby or a wifey. This is someone that's only okay with just going on dates. That's all they're good for. Having fun. That's it. Think of like a teenager that just goes on dates with her boyfriend or girlfriend and that's it. They don't have to worry about bills, raising kids. That's your person or whoever I'm reading for. Okay. So yeah, they know that you're disappointed that this person wasn't building more with you. And you said, no, I gotta go. And it's unfortunate that you felt that way. That's how they feel. They feel like it's unfortunate that Pisces feels that way because they have to understand that I have feelings too, right? I feel some kind of way about Pisces putting all those expectations on me. So what about me? And you're like, but listen, I have feelings too. You know what I'm saying? So they don't know how to be in a relationship like that. Like it's too complicated for them. It's like they're not equipped. They're not mature enough for all of that. And that's why you were drained and disappointed. And they understand that that's why you may have ghosted them or left them or you're not talking to them. And some of you, may have found out that this person was also keeping their options open for a lot of you. It's a lot of things here. So, what is the advice for Pisces moving forward with this? Three of Swords and the Five of Wands and the Emperor. Continue to heal. Don't let any competition be competition for you. Meaning, if this person chose other people, other connections, don't look at it as competition. Look at that as an opportunity for your person to go and be someone else's headache. Go ahead. No, go on. Go and be someone else's headache because you're making space for me to heal, to be ready, or make space for my husband or future wife that's actually worth my time to come into my life. So please, yes, by all means, go. Yeah. Yeah. So the advice is to sneak away, move in silence. If you have this person blocked, don't engage, don't talk, don't respond, just let it go. Okay. As hard as it may be for you, Pisces, to avoid any more issues, any more drama, don't engage. Nothing. None of their business. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. Yeah. I hope that helps somebody out there, Pisces. If you need encouragement and support, don't let this person affect you on a deep level. They are who they are, and it is what it is. They could be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sag, a Capricorn, a Virgo, a Taurus, and Aries. Did I say Pisces too? I got Pisces with the High Priestess. All right. So yeah, that's what I have for you. Yeah, Amanda says they gave me the bare minimum to stay. Exactly. I got that. And that's what I'm talking about. You deserve so much more, Pisces. So don't settle for people that's giving you breadcrumbs and doing what they can to keep you around. You deserve the best. Yeah. Healer Pisces says, thank you, Mika. You're very welcome. Gloria says, gracias. De nada. Good night, everyone. I'm going off to get some rest. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, where I'll be back doing an all signs reading, including mini reads. So if you're interested in getting that mini read, visit my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com. The link to book that pre-sale is found in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everyone.